Hey guys, so yeah, on the official Goblins vs Gnomes page, they have released a few new cards that I will go over in this video. And this first card right here, Armor Plating. It's 1 mana, give 1 minion plus 1 health, which seems kind of useless because Power Word Shield is the same cost but gives 2 health and lets you draw a card. But if you notice, this is actually a neutral spell, which means neutral spells are finally in the game, which is really huge, and it's gonna help a lot of classes like Miracle Rogue, a lot of spell-based classes, and yeah. But armor plating, I don't think that's a card that's going to be seen a lot, but it's definitely a good like. I think it should be given minion plus 2 health because powered shield is just so much better. That way, anyone can have a sort of mini powered shield without to draw the card, because this seems really weak. But the next card is Bouncing Blades for Warrior. Deal 1 damage to a random minion. Repeat until a minion dies. This is a really cool card. Um in fact, this can also be used as like as a deadly shot, because 3 mana, they have 1 minion, it will just kill it. So it's not that OP if you use it on 1 minion. Also, if you have and also says it doesn't say attack another minion after the first one dies. So if you use it with super RNG, you could just keep hitting the same minion over and over and kill it. But it seems like an okay card in some decks. I don't know about Warrior though. The next card is Clockwork Giant. This is an interesting card. It's 12 mana, 8/8, just like another giant, and it costs 1 less for each card in your opponent's hand. So it's just a mountain giant, but with your opponent's hand instead. So I guess it's a good check against hand lock, and you can use it in mill, or it costs 1 less. Yeah, so you could use it in mill decks where you could fill up their hand and play this for 2 mana, but it seems okay. Next card is Clockwork Gnome. Death Rattle, add a spare part card to your hand. Depending on the spare part card, of course, it is valued depending how it is, but 2/1 is okay. These are some of the cards that I've already seen, but here's a new one. Emergency Coolant. Another 1 mana neutral spell, but it's freeze a minion, which is, I guess, okay for the neutral spells. They seem to be really weak, though. Here we have Finicky Cloakfield. Give a friendly minion stealth until your next turn. So just a smaller conceal. So these seem to all be like mini versions of spells, like armor plating, powered shield. This is conceal. The ice one is like ice lance, except ice lance can actually do damage. So it just seems to be a weaker version of some of the spells. And here for 3 mana, Gnomish Experimenter. Battlecry, draw a card. If it's a minion, transform it into a chicken. I don't know about this card. Because you're just gonna I don't really understand why you would ever want this card. Because unless the chicken is super powerful, you're just gonna mess up your cards. So I have no idea why someone would play this, especially because 3 mana 3/2. I don't think it actually does what it says. I think it gives you like a super chicken or something. These were all reviewed last time. Reversing switch. Swap a minion's attack and health. So, this one's okay. There isn't really a spell quite like it, but it's pretty balanced, I think. Next card is Rusty Horn. Give a minion taunt. I think this is also pretty balanced. So these are all just mini 1 mana neutral, like, buff spells. We have a Time Rewinder. Some return a friendly minion to your hand, so sort of like Shadow Step, except cost 1 mana and it doesn't cost 2 less, so it is weaker than Shadow Step by a long haul. Next card is Tinkering Town Technician. Battlecry, if you have a mech, gain +1/1 and add a spare part to your hand. Again, the spare part, depending on the value of it, then it will be judged by that. Whirling Blades. Give minion +1 attack, which is kind of horrible considering there's Cold Blood and whatever the other card's called. Blessing of Kings. Yeah. So this is a horrible card, honestly. And those are all the new cards that have been revealed from today. I am going to make a new video every time they release new cards. And yeah. Also, last time I don't think I mentioned, but Dr. Boom actually summons these Boombots. So, I don't think these Boombots can be summoned any other way. So, yeah. They're not as good, because Boombots usually would be pretty good if you could just have them in your hand, but as you can see, they have no rarity. And so, oh well, neither does this. Yeah, the only things that don't have rarity are spells and the the things that just get summoned, which the only one is Boombots. So it doesn't seem like you can put Boombots in your deck. But that's pretty much it for all these new cards that have been released today. Neutral spells, that's a big plus. And yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys all later.